Action. Oh, there I am.
Hello.
I bet you could hear me, right?
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. Can we all say aloha?
Aloha.
Let's say it again just for the vibration. Aloha. Oh, that's wonderful. Welcome, everyone. I am Reverend Patrick. This is Reverend Rita. We are the spiritual directors and founders, always had to put that, founders of this wonderful Institute of Magnificence, better known as CSL Kauai. And we are so happy that you got up this morning and made a decision. You said, well, what should I do today? Should I go over there and see what's happening if you haven't been here before? Or should I go listen to some good music and good message? What else, Rita?
Well, I want to say thank you to the people who so beautifully led the center last Sunday. Reverend Diane and Melissa and Peggy and Roseanne.
Everybody.
And yeah. It's wonderful to know that we can go away and that this beautiful center is held in light by these beautiful people and by all of you. And so last weekend, we were on a
whirlwind
tour. No, we were at the Global Truth Center, which is our sister center, run by Dr. James Mellon, and we were bringing 8 new ministers into the world. They had panels last week, and they had already passed their final exam, and they were doing work. They were doing talks, and we met with each of them as a panel and asked them questions,
like American Idol,
and grilled them and did all kinds of things in love, of course. And they all passed. It was a wonderful thing to.
Yeah. So let's give it up because there probably some of them are watching right now. So yes, it was a wondrous time, and we even had reviews about our team last week. I was told just by many, 2 or 3, but I said that we can go away anytime we want to.
And don't think we won't take you up on it.
And that just warmed the very cockles of my heart to hear that. But actually, they were complimenting the team that says that you were wonderful and that we should never be afraid to leave. And you don't have to worry, we are not afraid to leave.
And so
Italy broke us of that.
Yeah. So also this month is Pride Month, and we are celebrating diversity and the wonderful, beautiful, amazing energy of that in all of creation. Yesterday we were at Pride Parade. We had a wonderful time. It was exciting. We were colorful. We had lots of visits to our table.
Yes.
It was really wonderful. And just remember, the Center for Spiritual Living, one of the major tenets of this organization is diversity and celebrating diversity in all of creation. So we welcome everyone here, and that is what we are, because we recognize the face of God in everyone. So it was a wonderful day yesterday.
And I drove for the first time. I drove on the parade line, which was new for me, and it was really beautiful. This woman was sitting, I could still see her, and she had the sign that said, I'm very proud of my trans daughter, and I just stopped that for a moment, and I said, will you let her know that she is magnificent? And then they all started going, I am magnificent. And I felt like we were back here, So anyway, it was nice to see the face of God, as Peggy so wonderfully put in her meditation, in everyone.
So, that being said, we want to welcome you again and reveal our vision statement, which you all know, but now, thanks to
I have a special reveal for you. We had an idea about 2 weeks ago, not even 2 weeks, I think. The wonderful Candy and Cliff. Candy came up and said, it would really be nice if we could actually see what the vision statement actually is when we're sitting here, and even though you say it, so she said, Melissa, if you want to get a little something like this, and she said, we'll donate it, but we think big here at the Center for Spiritual Living.
So Melissa
Kauai.
Mojo went to work, as she always does, and we
went and had this. And it's going to go right up there as soon as we find the latter people that are going to go up there, center it and put it up there. And can you just stand up so we can thank you for donating this?
Yay.
Yeah,
So why don't we read it together? Okay?
Oh, yes.
Ready? Okay, go. Awakening humanity to its magnificence by crossing the bridge from duality to unity consciousness. And so it is.
So it is.
Can we put it down here, you think?
Well, no, because they're going to have the choir.
The choir.
Up there.
Okay, it's going to be hanging at some point.
It is.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put it against here for now. If it falls over, it's okay.
So isn't that nice that an idea, this is called manifestation. It starts with an idea and the creative process says, how does that going to happen? Then these wonderful people say, I think we know how that happens. And then we were looking at it small, but look at our place. We do things what? Big!
All right, so we want to introduce Kyle and Louise.
Speaking of which.
And our opening song, and Patrick is doing our opening treatment. Ready?
Auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in you being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Yeah. Here's to the hearts you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. And I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need the money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact I'd be sad without you, and I want you to have it all. 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 And may you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. And may you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and no stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. May you win prizes, shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Oh, and may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Yeah, well, here's to the lives you're gonna change. Here's to the hearts you're gonna break. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. And I know that you have it. Oh, here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need no money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. And I know that you have it all. Oh, I know that you have it all. I know that you have it all. I know that you have it all. Sing it with me. Oh, I know that you have it all. I know that you have it all. I know that you have it all.
In this divine moment that we have it all, right here at the very center of who we are, we have it all. Isn't that great news today to remember that we've never had less than it all? And all that we are doing right here and right now is coming together to remember, to step out of any amnesia that we have had, to remember that we have it all, that spirit, that thing called God that needs no name because it is all names. It is everything seen, everything unseen, and it's right here. It's right here. As I look out, I see the face of God. I see the face of love. I see the faces of our future as we stay right in this moment and we go from moment to moment to moment, shouting, I am that I am. I am love. I am love. I am love. Say it with me. I am love. And that is having it all, my friends. So with that, I simply know it. I accept it. I breathe it. I embody it for each and every one of us. And I simply don't hold on. I just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And so it is.
Here's to the life that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. And I know that we have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. And I know that we have it all. I know that you have it all. I know that you have it all. I know that you have it all. But here's to the good times we're gonna have. Here's to you always making us laugh. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I know that you have it all. 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 You got it all.
Yeah!
Hey. Woohoo! Kyle and Louise. Kyle and Louise. Yay!
Kyle and Louise, give it up. Ooh, they have it all. They have it all.
All right. Okay.
Ooh, we got some vibrational energy going on today.
So,
Yes.
Roseanne told us what the science of mind was last week, and she did an amazing job giving that talk. And no, it was great. It was great. So I want to know if anybody
beautiful.
remembers anything she said. Feel
Okay,
free
we're
to
not
let
testing.
me know.
We're
I'm not. She said a lot. But there was one specific thing she said that was really important in what the science of mind is. And does anybody remember? No? Okay. Does anybody know what the science of mind is? Okay.
I bet
All
you're
right.
going to tell us.
I get. And then we proceeded to have Diane give an amazing talk on our history and our present. And it was fabulous. If you weren't here, just go back and listen to it because you're going to learn a lot. So the science of mind and spirit is basically one thing. Your thoughts are things. Quantum science is saying this now. There is no really separation between your thoughts and things in your life. Whatever you contemplate, whatever you look at, grows. So how does this happen? Because we're all energy. And that's why at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, we practice trying to keep our thoughts the highest we can keep them. And where do our thoughts come from? They're not just thoughts. They come from our beliefs. And that is, if you're having like an issue with that, of your thoughts not being totally where you want them to be, and you feel like they've run rampant, the best thing to do is to look at the belief behind it, because we all have beliefs that we received from our childhood, from our parents, from our social peers, from the media, from everywhere, that creates our thoughts. And so, thoughts are things. That's all I want to say today, is that thoughts are things. And I'll cover the rest of my talk.
Nice, nice. Yes, what we believe. But I believe that we're all the face of God, except, I see some faces that are the face of God that I have not necessarily seen before. They're new in this experience. Not looking at anybody like it. And I bet you will think I'm psychic, which is, I think we all are, except we also have another way to establish that, is those lovely lei that is on your, give me an insight that maybe there's some new people. So if there is, can you just raise your hand for a moment? Let us know. Ah, look at this.
Welcome.
I just wonder what you're thinking so far. What thoughts? Yeah, there we go. So we just want you to know that we have some information about you that your friends have let us know about. And if you wonder how I know your friends, or we know your friends, well, I'll let that speak for itself. But we have some information on, so can you just put your hands up again, the new people there? Oh, there you are. Yeah, okay. So I passed something around except to you. Let's let them know what we know about them, shall we? Okay. You are magnificent. That's always a relief, isn't it? When someone says, I know something about you, you're like, oh, really? Like what? Like what? And then when you find out you are magnificent, you're like, oh, that feels good. But I'll tell you why we know that you are magnificent. Because we found that out about ourselves. And that's the beauty of this quantum field that we live in, is that we, like it or not, we're all entangled. And we cannot break away from that. It just depends on where we collapse ourselves, is it not? Look at me talking all science here, I'm telling you. Gosh, I'm not just a pretty face. I know that now. But we know that because we know that about ourselves. So let's put our hands on our heart if we choose, and let's just say, I am magnificent. I am magnificent. Oh, and let's just collapse together right now and say, we are magnificent. And as I said, we are entangled indeed, because we have a wonderful, wonderful live stream. And if you'll look right in the middle, there's a camera. So what happens in CSL Kauai doesn't stay in CSL Kauai, because there's some people watching, and I just know that they want us to collapse some love and let them know who they are. You are magnificent. Oh, yeah. So look to your left, to your right. Just take a moment to gaze on somebody and let them know that they are magnificent. You 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 are. Barbara's magnificent. Oh, you too. Magnificent. Really? Oh, good.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to take all of our magnificence and we're going to just align it right here and right now as we bring up our wonderful practitioner, licensed practitioner, Peggy
And the
Jerry,
choir will come up at the same time.
to do some blessing of this beautiful land.
I think it's better that way. That way you're ready. Yeah.
And we have, look who we have here. Could it be the CSL Kauai Choir? I think so. Give it up for him. Give it up for him. Woo!
We'll remove this when she's finished. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So I kind of struggled with finding my focus for my blessing today, but I went to Rita's book. And she had the quote today that I shared at meditation, and for those of you that may not be here at meditation, I'd like to share it again because it's really where I got my inspiration for today. Seeing the face of God in everything and everyone at all times, the hand of God in every happening. This is what it means to be contemplative in the heart of the world. Kauai is beauty realized, a land of a paradise of sea and land that come together in the most perfect way. But the thing about living here that really fascinates me is the people, the community, the kindness, the acceptance of people's differences. It is the Ohana spirit. This Hawaiian concept of the Hawaiian spirit stresses the importance of togetherness, of family, friends, and community. It is the spirit of togetherness that is expressed through me, through everyone, in its own unique and individualized way. Each and every one of us together form the collective consciousness of this world. I practice the teachings of science of mind, knowing that there is only one mind, one spirit, one universal consciousness. I see the face of God in everyone. I know there is an energy, a power, a love that guides and directs each and every one of us in our world for our best and highest good. I see the Ohana spirit as a way of thinking that stresses the importance of togetherness and support. It extends beyond family. It includes friends, neighbors, and strangers here and far beyond our shores. It's about showing respect and compassion for others despite differences in thought and opinions. Aren't we all part of this one mind, this one power, this one spirit, working together for a common good, not only when the sun is shining, but when also in times of trouble or crisis? I create positive thoughts that manifest as positive words and actions. I know when I back this with emotion and feelings, my intention goes out into the world to create something unique, a sharing, a caring, a connection to the spirit of togetherness. The Ohana spirit is so essential to me because it helps me see the value in others, knowing everyone contributes to the collective consciousness of this planet, this universe, and especially the divine expression of spirit. Ohana is the family I choose to feel connected to. I feel loved by. I feel a sense of belongingness. This is what creates a more positive world for me of possibility and potential, and so it is.
So it is. You got it. Patrick? Just
Morning.
help me.
The song we're singing is by Michael Stillwater. It's called "Oh Great Spirit." And there's part of it that repeats itself enough that if you want to, you can join us. Deep in my heart, oh great Spirit.
Oh, great Spirit,
Oh, great pulpit. There we go. Rev Rita.
Rita. Okay, so we were teaching a class a while ago, and we were talking about manifestation. And some people will remember this that were in that class. And someone asked how they could become a car. And the reason they asked this question is because there's a quote in The Science of Mind that says, "There is something called God that makes things out of itself by becoming the thing it makes, according to law and order." So how do I become a car? That was the question. Stump the minister. Well, really, it's very simple. I'm not going to become a car. I mean, well, maybe someday I could do that. I don't know. I'm a transformer, or what is the name of that character in cartoons? But the way that we become the thing that we want to have in life is by contemplation. Spirit creates by contemplation. So let's say it's a car. What is that car to me? What is it? It's beautiful transportation. It's freedom. It's openness and ability to move through wherever I want to go. So I start to contemplate those attributes, not a particular car, but yes, it could be a particular car. And this person was very powerful because she wanted one of these particular cars, and I think she ended up with 6. Am I correct? Something like that. So I just want to invite you to understand that in order to manifest anything in our life, and we are manifestors, we're really not creators, we're more of people that move energy with our thoughts and our beliefs, like I said before. So just because we're here on this plane of existence that is a plane of space and time, space-time, we have things. But when we remember that those things aren't just things, like Reverend Diane talked about yesterday with the table, it's energy moving. That's what it is. And so in order to shift and change and have those things that we want in our life, whatever they are, we have to shift and change. We have to think from a higher place. We have to really go dig deeply into our beliefs and see what might be holding that back, whatever it is. It might be a relationship that we want to have. It might be a healing that we want in our bodies. It might be more money in our life. It could be any of those things, because those are the things that we have and use on this plane of existence, hopefully for the highest good of all. And I believe that that's the truth. Whenever we want something, it is something that is also universal to our planet and universal to the people of our planet. So it's not just our little world that we're trying to create. We create from that place, but we're also moving the energy out to know that it's for the good of all. Now, it doesn't mean that when we make a change in our life or something, or we manifest something, that I love the word in that song, Kyle. I said, something about the hearts you're gonna break. Was there something in that song? And I was like, how do I make that work in the science of mind? But it is true though, like when we change, sometimes people want us to stay the same, and it makes them uncomfortable. And because they may be feeling that same thing in their life that maybe they want to change and they can't. So it makes them uncomfortable when we change. And that's the only way I can make sense of that lyric. But I think it's true though. If you're gonna make a difference and change your life in some way because you want to, or you're feeling that you need this expansion, then there's probably going to be people you might leave behind and people that you might find that are new. And that's okay. And it's all done in love. That's what matters, that it's all done in love. And so I think that is true. And love comes in many forms. Love is not just being nice either. Love is strong and passionate and assertive and in a force. Ernest Holmes calls it a cosmic force whose sweep is irresistible. And so that is the basis of creation, of becoming, is that thing called love. So the title of our theme today is the art of becoming. And so for me, I was looking at this. This came up today. I like to mention it because we're getting close to our 11th birthday. This is a little postcard that we put out when we came to, right before we came to Kauai, and you're probably not going to be able to read it, but it says, Center for Spiritual Living coming to Kauai. Celebration services begin July 7th, 2013. Classes begin April 13th. And then it says, for information, call, and it has the same number we have today, and our website, same website, and then, of course, a little picture of us, and which was taken in at our ministerial panels in Monterey, and then our names. So when we made this card, we knew that we were going to come here, and we knew that this was going to happen. But we didn't know how it was going to happen. We just knew it was going to happen. So we were excited. That's the first thing about becoming, is you have to be excited about whatever it is. When I sit down and I start writing, I'm really excited about it. Like, I love to write, and I don't think about, like, oh, this book is going to get published. I think about the passion of writing, right? So we were passionate about this. And then we used our imagination. That's another thing, imagination. That is such a powerful tool that you have. Like, what are you imagining for your life? Are you imagining, like, the worst thing that's ever going to happen? Or are you actually thinking, like, maybe possibility that this could happen instead? Something really good, all right? So, yeah, imagination, passion, and then you don't just sit there and think about it. When you walk out into the world as if it's already happened, which is what you're doing, it's already happened in your heart and your mind and your soul and your feelings, you feel it, right? Then you walk out and you start doing what Spirit tells you to do through you, as you, the steps that you have to take. You've got to take the steps before you see it in physical form. If you don't take the steps to it, whatever it is, and you don't start putting action to it, then it's going to stay like in a dream state. And I don't know about you, but I love my dreams, but I don't want to just stay in a dream state. And there's another thing too. It's like we're always growing and we're always expanding. That's what we do. That's the creative force. It doesn't want to stand still. It doesn't really want to, like, oh, this is it. It doesn't mean we're not grateful for everything, but there's a constant urge within us, and I know you've all felt it at times, to be more, to express more, because we can't really be more than what we are. We are everything, but we might not be expressing it, and we want to express it. And when we don't express it, like if we push it down, then what ends up happening, it expresses itself in ways that maybe not too great for us, or because we can't stop it. We can't stop ourselves from expanding and growing. That's what evolution is about. That's what the planet here on Earth, the universe, is constantly changing and growing. And that's the other thing. It's not stuck in that, like, if you decide you go down a road and you decide, oh, this is not like, I'm really experiencing this, and I've experienced it, and I think it's been wonderful, but I'm not liking the way it's turning right now. And then the good news about energy, because it's all energy, we get to go in here and shift. And as we shift, whatever it is shifts. So it's ever creating. It can never be created. What did Einstein say? Something like energy can't be created or destroyed, right? So we're energy, so we can't be created or destroyed. All we could do is shift and change. And so it's always new. It's always creating from itself anew. That's why Ernest Holmes says that too. Ernest Holmes, founder of Science of Mind, founder of religious science. You heard all about him last week. If you didn't, go turn it on, and you'll hear all about him. But yeah, so it's that idea that it never stands still. It's our bodies even are always changing and shifting. We've only bought into a race consciousness, we call it race consciousness, collective conscious, it's the same thing. It's like the prevalent thought of whatever is all of our thoughts, right? We have one in Kauai, we have one in the United States, we have one in the world. There's that constant thing that we're subject to, right? We're subject to that. So that's why it's so important to go within and shift and change on our own accord. Otherwise, all those voices you hear usually are coming from beliefs and things that are coming from the outside that you've adopted and made your own thoughts and your own beliefs. So if you really want your life to change, if you really want, and maybe you don't, But if you want your life to grow, I'm going to use the word grow instead of change, okay? Because I know I want my life to grow. I'm really happy with my life, but I want to expand. So if I stand in my power, knowing that everything that I ever could possibly require or need is right here, everything. There is nothing outside myself besides what I allow to be outside myself. I am constantly becoming. I'm not becoming like I'm born, what's the word? I'm not born again, but I'm born again, yes. But I'm always born again. But I'm not like, there's not like a stoppage and then I have to start again. There's no stoppage. It's just ever changing, ever changing, ever changing. So it's really powerful, and it's one of the things I just want to reiterate that is so powerful about this teaching called The Science of Mind, called New Thought, called Joe Dispenza, called Greg Braden, called all these different people that are coming forward now that are basically teaching us what the mystics have known all along, that everything, what Jesus knew all along that got maybe distorted, but that it is all here. It's all here, and this is where we create from. So it's really hard sometimes in the world to feel all those thoughts pressing down on you that say you can't, and say that's not possible, and say that's for somebody else, or I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too this, I'm too that. That's nothing compared to the power that lies within us, that is eternal, that is moving us and living us and breathing us in all different ways. That's why in Centers for Spiritual Living, we celebrate everyone that is loving, that is creating in love, that is expressing love. We don't put labels on people saying this person's gay, this person's this person's a man, this person's a woman. At least we try not to do that. We understand that everyone is this presence and this power and this face of God that should have been the title of this talk today. And it is, because the art of becoming is actually allowing your face of God to show and seeing it in each and every person. So that is it's both a challenge and an amazing, wonderful thing that we get to do. And if you're feeling at all like it's not possible for you, come see us, because there's people here that will know the truth for you and help you to move through it. People that have done it in their own lives, people that are an expression of that idea of the art of becoming and understanding that life is more than what we see sometimes. It's more than what we see. So I know that we all have this capability, and I know I never could have gone to Italy if I didn't become Italy first, if I didn't immerse myself in the consciousness to know I deserve it. That's another thing. Do you feel like you really deserve whatever that is, whether it's that relationship or the more abundance in your life? Does the sinking feeling within you resonate love for yourself? And that's one of the basic things that we teach here, is that. So I could never do anything in my life if I didn't become it first. And that's the thing I work on every single solitary day. I work on it every day in my meditations. I work on it and I question and I ask, and sometimes I don't get the answer right away. That's the other thing. There's a lot of patience that comes into being a manifester and to being in this teaching. A lot of patience to go back at it, because it's contemplation. It says Spirit creates by contemplation. So if that's the case, then what am I contemplating? Why is this not showing up? What am I contemplating? Am I contemplating the opposite of it? Because usually I am. I might not even think that I am, but I am contemplating the opposite of it, and I have to go back in. And I heard a wonderful talk by Dr. Joe Dispenza about setting intention. You have to have an intention for whatever that is. It has to be strong. Like I said, with our center, it had to be strong. We had to know that this was ours to do. And so you have this intention that you're putting into this beautiful quantum field of energy that's just waves and particles of energy. That's all it is. It's waiting for us to say, oh, I'm going to move it this way. And the only way you can move it is with your heart and mind and your feelings. So you set this intention, and then this is the really important part. You have to surrender to the outcome. You have to let it go, and you have to know, like people will say to me, oh, well, I'm not healing. Well, you haven't let go. If you come out and you're saying, I'm not healing, then you need to go back in and feel what that feels like to be healed again, because that's the situation. And then you have to surrender it. You're surrendering to this power that's going to make it manifest in whatever way is right for you in divine right action. And healing and curing are two different things. Healing comes first, curing comes after. And I've said this, and I don't know if I said it here, but I'll say it again. Healing comes first. Healing the soul and the heart and the mind and loving ourselves is the first thing. It's totally different from curing. Curing comes later. Curing is in the body, right? And in the affairs and in the world of experience. And it might show up like you didn't expect it to show up. But they're two different things. And if I was trying to do something in my life, I would go to the healing part first. And all healing is revealing. It's not fixing something. It's revealing who you truly are. So that was a lot, but but so I want to close with this quote. And I know like that is what Ernest Holmes said, and I'm going to close with it. And it's that God, which is you, we're all God's body. We are all one of God. That's what we are. Whatever you want to call it, source, divine. If you don't like the word God, I happen to like it. So, and you know what God is? Greatness on demand. I like that word. Don't you like that? Greatness on demand, God. Okay. That's who you are. Greatness on demand. Okay. So God makes things, that's you, through the direct act of becoming the thing which it creates. This is what we do, for our thought becomes the thing thought of. The thought and the thing are one in reality. The thought and the thing are one in reality. Namaste. Thank you. And here's Kyle and Luis playing a song that I love. Written by, I can't remember his name, Martin something. Martin Kerr, yes.
Yes. This one's for the undiscovered geniuses. Is it genii I never knew? Writing, paint, and chiseling in their bedrooms, known forever by the last name Who. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. We never had a hit song on the airwaves. We never broke out from the local scene. Didn't paste your walls with famous faces. And you prefer the window to the TV screen. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Dancing with your hopes and fears instead of chasing zeros. Beautiful will jump before the cameras. The wisest women hardly ever speak. Every time we're sent a perfect teacher, we miss them 'cause we overlook the breeze. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. The common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Harmonizing heart and hand, making stained glass from sand. This one's for the folks who know they're precious, but no more precious than the garbage man. Kiss you on your cheek, not on a poster. 'Cause genius wants a lover, not a fan. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the truth below. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Harmonizing heart and hand, making stained glass from sand. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Cover stories can't uncover the truth. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the Jews below.
Kyle and Luis, yes. I know you're out there. I know you're in there. Yeah. None of this out here can happen unless it's in here. And what's great is what happens just for fun when there is no out there or in there, in here, it just is. That's who we really are, and that's who we have to remind ourselves, right? Because we're wired to create, even though we're not the creator, we're wired to keep moving and keep living and keep, oh, it reminds me of this quote. I have to do it right now. Anais Nin, is that Anais? Do you know this? I'm in love with her. Sorry. I don't even know what she looks like, but I'm in love with her. Because she says, and the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Let's say that again, shall we? And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Doesn't that just makes me want to weep? I love the word weep. Because you're serious about things when you weep. You're feeling it when you weep. And I thought of that. I thought of this art of becoming. And how this idea of our modality in Science of Mind and Spirit is what? Spiritual mind treatment. And these are 5 steps. One day, there aren't going to be any steps. It's just going to be one step. Embodied with 5 beautiful things. I've been praying differently lately. And you say to yourself, how's that, Patrick? Huh? Well, I'll tell you how, since you asked. In Science of Mind, we pray. Someone said to me, do you pray to God? I said, no. I pray from God. I pray from God. Do I pray for when I'm in a session with you, from your conditions? No, we can chat about it, which you like to do. We love our stories because they give us what? Some identity, identification. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about. You can only smile and laugh if you say, oh, I've been there. And so I've been getting this wonderful, wonderful feeling of praying and treating lately. And I'm treating from the answer that I don't even know. And I'm treating from it. Does that make sense? I'm treating for someone says, I want to feel freedom. I want to, my life is this, my life is that, and this is, and this, and this, and this. And it was talking about pain. I said, pain is only that scream, that cry to go home. to perfection that you are. It's just a reminder. So yeah, it's great to look at, oh boy, look at the way things are. Ooh, ooh. If I look at it too deeply, I will weep. I will weep. But I started praying from this. Someone said, this is what I want. I don't want this. I'm tired of this. I'm more than this. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I said, okay, well then let's think about something else. Woo! What happens when we think about something else? Well, what do you want? I know, but you got to understand. Life has really, got me into a tight bud right now. Well, what do you want? I want to be free. I want to do and have anything that I want. I want to be able to love. I want a relationship. I want to be able to eat everything and never gain a pound. Are you with me? I'm not talking about personal experience, but I'm going to tell you something. Then let's pray about freedom. I was saying to somebody the other day, let's not just see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to try this. We'll see what happens. Woo! We're going to take a moment right now. Whatever is going on with that siren, we know that it is divinely guided. And I know perfection. Not fear, not fear, not fear, but perfection, knowing that they are wrapped in whatever is necessary, right? Michael Beckwith, do you know who he is? I'm channeling him right now. Let me tell you about him. He said, your problems, I've got to say it right here. Your problems, where is it? Every problem is afraid of your potential. Ooh, every problem is afraid of your potential. It's afraid you might be awake. It's afraid, keep them sleeping. Keep them sleeping so they won't remember their greatness. And who's doing that? Nobody but ourselves. Does that mean that we don't have compassion? Of course we do. But I'm not going to dumb this down for anyone. And what I mean by that is, I'm not going to say, I understand, and so everybody goes through that. No, you don't want me saying that. You want me to say, wake up! The alarm just went off. Wow. There's a way of looking at manifestation. And what's wonderful about it is I'm going to have you say this with me because it's so exciting, for me at least. There's 3 ways to look. Michael Beckwith knows those 3 ways. He actually has 4. So something wonderful is happening to me. Say that. Something wonderful is happening to me. Not good enough. Not good enough. Nothing's happening to me. If it happened to me, I'm going to be victimized. I don't want to be a victim. Something is happening through me. Something is happening through me. Now, you felt that vibration. When something happens to me, there's one. When something happens through me, I start to feel who I truly am. And then we're going to go a step further because we're not going to baby around with this one. We're going all the way today. We're going to go all the way. Something wonderful is happening as me. Woo! Woo! You can't even put a price tag on that one, can you? No, you can't. I am becoming it. I'm becoming. What am I becoming? I'm becoming free. But I woke up today and I said to Rita, we always do this, what's one word you're feeling right now? And sometimes we like to hear the good stuff. And she said, what's one feeling you're feeling? And I said, never mind. What's one feeling you're feeling? I said, I'm sad. I didn't have a clue to why I was sad. I just was. And so I said, oh. And I checked it out and I said, I prayed for the answer and the answer came. I got my feelings hurt. Ooh, but let me tell you how freeing that is to know that. Because what happens is it can't take me over. It cannot. I say, oh, I remember you from yesterday. How you doing? There you go. There you go. This is the whole idea, is the reason that I said I'm sad is because it will keep me a prisoner if I do not bring it out from and as the light. It's just going to be like, I'm just in a bad mood. Bad mood? Where did they come? Well, I'm in a bad mood. Let's get real here. Where the hell does a bad mood come from? It's like, oh, I don't know what happened. I just was in a bad mood, because we're energy. You walk into a room, you know what I'm talking about. You walk into the room, you go, ooh, something happened in here. Yeah, right? And then you go to that part of yourself that, oh, there she is again, another quote from a nice Nin. She said, life is a process of becoming. A combination of states we have to go through. Now, this is where we have to listen. Where people fail, is they wish to elect a state and remain in it. This is kind of a death. So what we want to do, right? I just want to be in a good mood. Nothing else is, I'm going to stay in a good mood. And the bud is so tight that you're sitting there going, just think of anything you want. Put your hand up like that and you go, ooh, my butt is tight. I did say bud. Bud is tight, right? And that's what we do sometimes. You go, no, I'm not tight. You know, I'm fine. I'm a little tight. Bloom! Let's bloom. Let's bloom. Oh, Melissa has a rose garden. When that thing blooms, it smells so sweet. I agree. It's just the paparazzi. They do it everywhere. So here's the deal. God, I love this thing called life. It can be a pain sometimes, but I don't want this anymore, do you? Our world is going like this right now. And if we keep saying our world is doing this right now, it just gets tighter. And so for right now, when I feel I'm going to walk up, I'm going to say, you know what? Are you ready to bloom? Just so you know, you all look like you're in a Baptist church right now. It's like, all I know is I just feel things that are, hallelujah. I don't know who is in and channeling me today, but I'm going to tell you, Ann, I don't know. But what I will say in closing, this is it, folks. This is the moment. Not later on. However you want to be from the time you walk out those doors and you go back into your life, you claim that. You claim how you want to feel, how you want to act. If you want to have prosperity, stop acting like you are poor. There is no poverty, only in spirit. There is no poverty in spirit, ever. So what are you going to do? You're going to walk around and you're going, that's lying, that's fake. No, it's not. It's generating the vibrational frequency to bring you to what you want to be. That's what it's doing. You want to be healthy? And you're sitting there going, I was telling somebody, see, I did that the other day. I said to somebody, well, I got aches and pains too, and then we go in competition. My stomach hurts. Oh, your stomach hurts. My back, I can barely walk right now. You think that's something? Now my feet hurt. I have to sit down. I'll compete with you. You think you don't have money? Whoa. I'll show you my checkbook. Oh, I will show you. Becoming, what's that, Patrick and Rita? Becoming. Have they looked in my checkbook? No, but you keep looking at it over and over. And then you're going to keep seeing what you see until you say, you know what? I'm my checkbook. I'm my prosperity. I'm my health. But it doesn't feel, I don't care what it feels like. Underneath it all, you are healthy, wealthy, wise, and you are magnificent, and you have inherited the kingdom. You are royalty. That's who's in front of me. I see nothing less, nothing more. And if you don't like that, come see me. Say it with me. I am magnificent. I am healthy. I am prosperity. I am creativity. I am gorgeous. And I eat food and it doesn't do anything. Calories don't have anywhere to come. That's what I say. That's what next time you do it, you go, calories? You're not the boss of me. And then you say, I love you, body. Namaste. Woo! Uh-oh. They're back. They're back. They're back. Woo! I'm all sweaty.
Had a hit song on the airwaves. Never broke out from the local scene. Didn't paste your walls with famous faces. You prefer the window to the TV screen. I know you're out there. I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there. I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below.
All right, so it's our time of affirmative giving, and thank you for sustaining Center for Spiritual Living Kauai so it can be here. It's been here for 11 years, and we plan on continuing and growing it and being a beacon of light to our global community. And thank you to our global community who gives so generously to us. We love you, and we are so grateful. And we have a very short affirmation to remember that I choose to give freely and I graciously receive. I choose to give freely and I graciously receive. No matter what it is, it makes a big difference. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
There's a lot of people on the mainland, just to FYI if you're here for the first time, that they hardly ever come here, but they want to make sure that we are here when they come. And they are just so generous, and we always are grateful for all of what comes on. Right?
Yes, so I think we have a song, don't we?
We do always have a song.
All that I see,
all that I feel, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. And all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
so I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart. Gratitude goes out to everything near and far, and all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Moment to just say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful for this beautiful, amazing energy of money that supports and flourishes the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, and I do know that it returns to the giver 100-fold, 1,000,000-fold. So that's what it is. It's the law of circulation. It manifests itself throughout all of creation. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mahalo, and so it is. So it is.
So
thank
it
you,
is.
Angela.
And I know we have some kids, and they're running back and forth right now. So let's jump into a few of the
All
announcements.
right, men and women's group is after this. We didn't. I believe it was in the blast. Yes, it was.
Right. So what that consists of is, where are you meeting?
We're going to meet in here. We'll make a little circle.
A little circle here, guys. If you stay, we'll be out in the kids' yard at the tables. So it lasts about 45 minutes because we have a car to pick up that. Just so you'll know.
Yes.
It's in great shape.
Anyway, so
called to let
yeah,
us know
right.
that.
We'll wait like 10 minutes so you have a chance, and whoever's going to stay. Whoever's going to leave, then you can go outside just so we can have our circle. All right, and
if you're new, we're going to stand back there just so we can say hi to you and
Yeah,
all of
come
that
meet
kind of
us.
stuff. So just know that we're going to be back there as soon as it's all done.
So Barbara Davis, where are you? I think she might be gone. Well, anyway,
She's in
wherever
back.
she is our choir director, and she is having choir practice every Monday at 6:30, and everyone is welcome to come to
Yes.
that. And she believes everyone can sing and enjoy music, so come and join her on Mondays at 6:30. She's also starting a children's choir. We need to get the word out because we don't have a lot of children in the center. We tend to be more retired group or older groups. So, but there are kids on this island that could benefit
I've seen 'em.
from being in a youth choir. So it's just spread the word. There's flyers back there, I believe. And then Friday, June 7th,
We're going to clean up this place again while we were gone. You guys were great, man. You came in here and cleaned this place. We're going to do it again. So it's called Care. What is it called?
Day of Caring.
Day of Caring.
Yeah.
And that is this Friday from 11 to 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
come join us. And the open mic.
and open mic, we're the only something new with the open mic. We have Jonathan back there who graciously comes in and runs our sound, and we have our Barbara who's our facilitator and everything else that goes with it, and she also performs for us, and it's a great evening. The only thing we're asking though is the backup tracks. Jonathan will be glad to play them, but they need to be instrumental. No vocals on the, just because it'll be easier for us to hear your song and hear and be with you if it's just instrumental. It's kind of like karaoke, right?
Right.
And if I'll bring your stuff.
And another thing about open mic, we've opened this up to the community to be able to come and express something you might be working on, either as a open spoken word or dance or drumming or a song that you're wanting to work on, and you want to present it to people because maybe you have never presented it before. So we're asking also that you come prepared with something that is yours to give, and that when you sign up, you let Barbara know what that's going to be, and so we can have the evening just flowing in a
and
stronger,
we'll work on
more
audience
way.
for you. Go
And
ahead.
we'll work on audience. And then the other thing is, Patrick and I are giving a beautiful evening as a benefit for our center on Thursday, June 13th at 4 p.m. We're trying something earlier because a lot of people are saying they don't like to come out at night. 4 to 6, we are putting together a presentation of our trip to Italy, but it's not a travelogue. There'll be pictures, yes, but it will be all our inspiration and our experiences that we've had and how it's affected our life. So, and then we'll have a little aperitivo after, which is just a toast and some like hors d'oeuvres. And so join us. It's $25, but we need to know ahead of time.
By today or the 9th, there's
Sunday,
a sign up out back there.
because I'm going to be cooking the aperitivo, and I need to know how many aperitivos I'm bringing, or aperitivi that I'm
Right.
doing.
And one last, when we were out in LA, we've been trying to get Dr. Eric here, Overholster, who does breath
Holzer.
work. What's that?
Overholster.
What did I say?
Overholster. It's okay. He's not
Holster, whatever
Eric,
it is.
Dr.
But
Eric.
anyway, we were able to actually get in on one of his workshops. And what he does is he does incredible breath work. And he's coming here, he's shipping his stuff here. He's only taking 40, and we'll be on the Labyrinth, and he's shipping his...
It's called 9D breath.
9D, but
Some of you
look it
might
up.
know what it is. It's called 9D breath work. You can look it up on the internet to see if it's something that interests you, but it's very powerful.
And we've been wanting to get it here because it's just the Kauai type of thing, if you
Right.
know what I'm saying.
So, and then I think that's it for now.
That is it.
We need to bring these kids in.
Okay. But there's a sign-up sheet back there, too. Come on down, kids. Hello? Charlie.
Come on, kiddos. Let's go. Beautiful,
Where is
magnificent
Beckham? Oh,
beings.
Beckham. And we have our...
We got
yeah,
Charlie. We got Amelia.
We
Oh,
have
got
our
Beckham.
dancer.
Oh, my God. Beckham, you're here. And Charlie and Amelia, our beautiful dancer. Okay.
Excuse me. We're
Okay.
just going to brag a little bit. Right, Grandma and Grandpa? Tell them what happened since I saw you last about a few medals.
You want to hold it?
Oh, about a few medals.
And I believe you're something of the year. Anyway, you tell, please. No, please.
Okay.
I'll tell him. He's what is that, season player? Player of the season. Give it up. And he has more medals now than those people in the Olympics. I'm just going to let you know. He is. And then, you're a winner too. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're a winner and a dancer. What?
And
And I play soccer with Beckham.
oh,
That's his brother's. He's like, don't be putting him up there. I play soccer too. Medals coming your way.
Hildegard, do you want to share anything about today?
Yeah, today we were by ourselves, and we brought a game with us.
Put it
Beckham
closer.
he was the
Wait,
one
don't be
who
shy. Don't be shy.
taught us
Speak.
how-
I'll hold it. Go ahead.
Beckham taught us how to play it. It's Monopoly, but Kaua'i-opoly. So
Kaua'i-opoly.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
And
Who
he
won?
did a great job.
Oh, good.
He had to explain it to all of us, and he was the leader.
Sounds like a community project.
Yeah.
That sounds
They're
great.
ready
Thank
for
you.
the music, aren't you?
All
Get
right,
ready for some
so
music.
And
Oh.
we were a little bit late. Actually, Daniel and Rachel were here, and at the quarter past, they left for the beach because they thought we wouldn't come. But we communicated after on the
Okay.
phone, and I told them not to worry because
Okay.
we are.
All right, it sounds-
And Beckham, he was needed by the coach. He had to help him a little bit.
Okay.
That's why we were a little bit.
That's all right. That's okay.
That's because
All right.
Patrick
All right,
spoke
let's,
so loud.
Let's tell them who they are.
Okay. You
are magnificent. You
You
are
are
perfect. You
You
are
are
amazing. And you
we
love you. And I got it a little backwards. All right.
Okay.
You can come back up when it's time. All right.
Go ahead.
So let's take a moment to say thank you to the people that served today. Peggy, Jerry, you were wonderful. Thank you. Angela and Maureen were our Malama team. And Roseanne and Sue Buckley, she's back there now, and Roseanne Jones were our collection stewards. And of course, there's Ron Stover and Jack Smith, who did our hospitality. And Jonathan Lee over there on sound. Thank you, Jonathan. It went really well today, the sound. Charles Wolfork is our video tech, and Orion and Kieran are back there. Hi, Orion and Kieran.
And they're leaving for the summer, so let's give them all. Mama and the kids are leaving for the summer. Let's give.
Aloha. And then Rachel, Danny, and Hildegard with the kids, and Angela, of course, our administrator, and Kyle and Louise.
And our
Yay.
choir.
Yeah, and our beautiful choir. Thank you, Barbara Davis. Yay. So let's just take a moment to just settle in. We're going to do our closing benediction and then go into our closing song. So take a deep breath. Oh, and just be right here and right now. Nowhere else. Recognizing that we live in this infinite quantum field of energy, this beautiful, amazing energy of love and light that is the very essence of our cells, our mind, our soul, our bodies. That's all that we are, that beautiful energy. And so I know today we have experienced that here together, and we have lifted not just our own consciousness, but the consciousness of this planet by just being here. So I am so grateful for Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, for all of us that show up to share our light and share our love. And I know as we go forth from here that that light and that love continues in everything that we do, and that face of God that we recognize in each and every person we meet, and that life is good and more good and more good. And our art of becoming is something that we even understand more about as we move into the world and use it in the most useful, beautiful, amazing way. So I am so grateful, and I just, with that gratitude, release this word as law. I let it be as we affirm together, thank you, and so it is. Closing song.
All right, take us out, you two.
Get up on your feet.
Oh, Rita, practitioners.
Practitioners, come on up.
No cares come to me.
Peggy, come on up.
Making a beautiful day. Gonna drive my car to the sea. Swim out far 'cause I believe that the waves will wash the gray away. I'm making
a beautiful day. Melissa,
Let
get
me
up.
hear you say,
Ooh,
my, we're learning to fly.
Hey, hey,
What's that you say? Let's not forget you and I. Gonna climb that hill behind my house. See what this place is all about. From above it all you can ever say. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
How are you? Good to see you.
We're learning to fly.
Hey, hey.
What's that you say? Let's not forget that we're alive. Take my
Let me give you some hugs.
broken yet stronger women. We all come together. This song will
I'm going to be here for the new people that are now leaving. They've already left.
Let me hear you say,
Everybody. Ooh, my.
we're learning to fly.
Hey, hey. What's that you say?
Let's not forget that we're alive.
Love you.
My.
We're learning to fly.
Hey, hey.
Hey!
What's that you say?
Let's not forget that we're alive.
Go ahead.
Before you leave, I just want to let you know these beautiful practitioners are up here to help you know the truth if you need to have a treatment for something. So
Our
please take advantage of
practitioners,
their giving. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?